Hello children, welcome back to the science class. Previous sessions we have completed 4 units. In this session we are going to see about unit 5, basis of classification. Let's see the lesson. Basis of classification. From this lesson, learning objectives are the need for dichotomous classification. They classify animals according to their characteristics features and classification of animals and get the knowledge about invertebrate and vertebrates and knowledge about the classification of plants and the 5 kingdom classification and last the binomial nominators. Let's see one by one. Features of dichotomous key. A single feature that differentiate a group easily. One character selected to separate the group as present or absent. Continue the second step until only one item will remain at the end. So dichotomy of animals. Using a dichotomy pattern, classify the given list of animals: ostrich, peacock, monkey, etc. Presence or absence of backbone, we can classify them into 2 groups. Animals with backbone can be divided into its subgroup based on its body temperature, and further classification can be done based on its difference like presence of feather or hair, scales, etc. Classification of animals. Living organisms are so large in number that they need to be classified into smaller groups. Classification of living organisms is made on the basis of their characteristics, similarities, and differences. Based on the special features and characters, the students identify each button according to its size, hole, and color. This is known as identification. So classification, the method of arranging the organisms into groups is called classification. When we classify things, we put them into groups based on their characteristics. So classification, assorting the buttons that teach us to students together buttons according to their size, hole, and colors. This term is as grouping. Identification and grouping which result in classification. Classification, the method of arranging the organisms into groups is called classification. When we classify things, we put them into groups based on their characteristics. There are 2 types of classification: vertebrates and invertebrates. In vertebrates, there are 2 types: warm-blooded and cold-blooded. Invertebrates are with jointed legs, without legs. So, the classification arranging the organisms into groups is called classification and based on their characteristics. Need for classification. Why we need for classification? Classification is needed to identify an organism correctly. It helps to know the origin and evolution of an organism, to establish the relationship among different organisms, and it proves the information about living things in different geographical region. It helps in understand how complex organisms must have evolved from similar ones. Classification of plants. Based on dichotomy, plants also can be classified into two main groups, flowering and non-flowering. Non-flowering plants do not produce seeds, and flowering plants produce seeds. Based on their nature of plant body, non-flowering plants are classified into three types: algae, mosses, and ferns. Based on their fruit body, flowering plants are classified into two types: gymnosperm and angiosperm. In classification of plants, two types: do not produce seed and produce seeds. Do not produce seeds has roots, stems, and leaves, and also has no true roots, stems, or leaves, and has some roots, stems, and leaves like structure. For example, do not produce seeds, ferns, and has no true roots, stems, or leaves in algae, and also has some roots, stems, and leaves like structures, for example, mosses, and produces seeds like non-flowering plants, gymnosperm, and flowering plants, angiosperms. Gymnosperm plants, example, coniferous, and angiosperm, there are two types, that means monocotyledonous, dicotyledonous, with one cotyledons, dicotyledonous with two cotyledons. For example, monocotyledonous paddy and dicotyledonous tamarind. Algae. Algae plant is thallus, not well differentiate into root, stem, and leaves. They are permanently aquatic. They are unicellular or multicellular. Flamandes, example, Cara. Algae are eukaryotic organisms, some algae prokaryotic. Most algae are photoautotropic and carry on photosynthesis, meaning they use sunlight and chlorophyll to make food. At one time, algae were thought to be plants but are not because they lack roots, stems, and leaves. Next one, do not produce seeds plant. Example, mosses. Plant body is not differentiate into true root, stem, and leaves. They are water living plants. Needs moisture to complete its life cycle. They are referred to as ampellosis plants. They do not have any specialized vascular tissues for conducting of water and food. For example, Phaneria. Phaneria is an example of mosses, that is, do not produce seeds in plants. Next, produce seeds. Example, gymnosperms. Plants are perennial, woody, evergreen with true root, stem, and leaves. They possess vascular tissues, xylem without vessels, and phylum without combined cells. Ovules are naked without ovary. They do not produce fruits. Seeds are naked. For example, Pinus, second picture, Cycas. These two pictures are example for gymnosperm plants. Next one, angiosperms. Plant body is well differentiated into true root, stem and leaves. They produce flower with four whorls and galaxy, corolla, andresium and gynoecium, known as flowering plants. Female reproductive organ ovary is present inside the flower which develops into fruit and ovule develops into seed. Plant possess well developed vascular system with xylem vessel and phylum combined cells. Angiosperms are the dominant plant form of present day. Based on the number of broadly divided into groups monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous. The important five kingdom classification. The five kingdom classification was proposed by R.H. Whittaker in 1969. Five kingdoms were formed on the basis of characteristics such as cell structure, mode of nutrition, source of nutrition, and body organization. These are the classification of five kingdom. The proposed by R.H. Whittaker. First kingdom is Monera. For example, bacteria. All prokaryotes belong to the kingdom Monera, which do not possess true nucleus. Cells of prokaryotes do not have a nuclear membrane and any membrane-borne organelles. Most of the bacteria are heterotrophic, but some are the autotrophous. Bacteria and blue-green algae are example for Monera. In Monera kingdom, they lack nuclear membranes. They are devoid of plastis, mitochondria, and advanced flagella. They are typically uncellular organisms, and the predominant mode of nutrition is observed, but some groups are photosynthesis. Next kingdom, Protista. The kingdom Protista includes unicellular and a few simple multicellular eukaryotes. There are two main groups of protists. The plant-like protists are photosynthetic and are commonly called algae. Algae include unicellular and multicellular types. Animals like protists are often called protozoans. They include amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium are example of protista. In Protista kingdom, a very large and diverse group comparing at least 16 phyla. Kingdom Fungi. Fungi are eukaryotic and mostly are multicellular. They secrete enzymes to digest the food and absorb the food after digest by the enzymes. Fungi saprophytes as decomposers, decay causing organisms, or as parasites. Kingdom fungi includes molds, mildews, maltoes, mushrooms and yeast. These are the examples of fungi. Plantae kingdom. Plantae means plants. Plants are multicellular eukaryotes that carry out photosynthesis. reserve food materials are starch and lipids in the form of oil or fat. Plant cells have cell wall and specialized functions such as photosynthesis, transport of materials, and support. Kingdom Plantae includes ferns, cone-bearing plants, and conifer-bearing plants, and flowering plants are examples of Plantae kingdom. Kingdom Animala. Animala are animals. Animals are multicellular and eukaryotic and heterotrophic animals. Cells have no cell wall. Most membranes of the animal kingdom can move from place to place. For example, invertebrates like swans, hydra, flatworms, roundworms, insects, snails, starfishes. These are examples of kingdom Animala. Vertebrates like fish, reptiles, birds, and mammals, including human beings, belong to the kingdom Animala. So, Animala kingdom is animals are multicellular, eukaryotic, and heterotrophic animals. The important, that means merits 5 kingdoms. The unique features of this system is that well consideration about fungi, which are the heterotrophic but non-mortal, difficult to classify as animals or plants, has been taken. This system has been widely accepted and is currently recommended by the Institute of Biology. This grouping is useful one for practical reasons because the techniques used in their study are often similar. The last one, binomial nomenclature. The word nomenclature is derived from 2 Latin words, that is, nomen, which means name, clare means to sell. So it means to call by name. It can be defined as the system which is responsible for giving name to an organism is called nomenclature. For example of binomial nomenclature, the nomenclature for onion is Allium sativum. Genus name is Allium, species name is Sativum. So, binomial nominants has 2 Latin words. Thank you, children. We have completed in this unit basis of classification. Thank you. We will see